create marriage. We didn't create it.
So
the rules, the creation came from Allah, and so we're here trying to save it, survive it. Alhamdulillah, the feedback that we've gotten, we've helped thousands of marriages around the world. People read this book, they love it, and it was something that we didn't even know. When we first set out to write the book, we didn't know if it was going to ride or not. We had no idea. We were like, who's going to read this book?
Well, I just knew I had to get the information out there.
Yeah, and there was a lot of false information out there. I'm just going to say the name. You know, Steve Harvey had these books out there and had a bunch of information and like, that's not good. That's not right.
But he kind of getting it right now.
Because he's been married for a long time. When he wrote those books, well, he hadn't been married. Then there were some divorces, but he really hadn't been married for a long time. And he was giving the people advice. So we just wanted a voice in the space. That was all we really wanted. And when we tell people, when you have an idea and you want to write a book, be disciplined, sit down and do it. Because had we not been disciplined and sitting down and getting this out, we wouldn't be here right now. We have no idea where this book would have taken us in the last 5 years.
Because everybody has a story. And we need everybody's story to be written. Look, it might not sell 100,000 copies, but that we wasn't going for that in the first place. But I'm saying,
we didn't go for that at all.
I'm saying, but put your story out there, because someone else, again, will be able to relate to your story. But I feel everybody got a book in them, so everybody should write a book.
Yeah, everyone has a story, and it's about outlining it. So the first thing we had to do when we wanted to write this, I think we came up with the title first. That doesn't necessarily, the title doesn't always necessarily come first. But the title came first for us because
I feel like I was surviving.
We felt like we were surviving. We were hanging on, you know, because it could have been a couple times.
I wasn't hanging on no more. I was ready to go.
It was a couple times when we was out the door, you know. It just, gotta go.
Yes,
but I think even after writing this book, it has even made our bond even stronger. You know, inshallah, next month we celebrate 29 years of marriage. And people, when we first, that was a challenge for us when we first started putting the book out, because people would look at us and not even think that we were 30 years old.
Man, I had a little 20-year-old some boys coming to be talking about, hey man, I'm old enough to be your father. Let me tell you what you're doing wrong.
You old enough to be a 20-year-old father?
Yeah.
No,
my boy's 20 years old.
Our boys are now. Our baby is 25.
Girl, please, I'm 50 years old.
Yeah, you 50 now, but you weren't 50 when you put the plug out. That wasn't.
Well, I still feel like I was old enough to be the boy father.
Yeah, when you put the plug out, you wasn't 50. So, you know, some people want to get the advice from their elders, but we weren't looked at as elders. And I guess we kind of still aren't, even though we are 50. We have a 25-year-old, we have a 27-year-old.
Tear my back, I ain't 50 years old.
You know, some people would, we need some big game. We need some big game for that trip.
They still got big game? They don't get big game no more.
Yeah, they do.
Well, what I had?
I don't know, some icy hot?
No, that Chinese stuff. Yeah.
Okay. We need some big game though for that trip back. So, if that ain't old enough for you right there. You know what I'm saying? Because my mama used to wear some big game out, okay? But people didn't believe, you know, because we just don't look the part. You know, we don't look like a 29-year marriage. And we don't talk like a 29, maybe we talk like a 29-year marriage.
How am I supposed to talk?
I don't know. And people weren't believing of that or believing of us. So we felt that we had a unique voice in the space because we felt we could bridge the gap. Between the younger people because they thought we were with them or like them, and some of the older people. I have a lot of 50-plus year marriages in my family. His parents just celebrated 50 years in April.
They were stressing and surviving, though.
Yeah, they are like the poster children for surviving marriage. Seriously, poster children. Married as teenagers, 17 and 18? 17 and 18?
Who, my mother and father?
Yeah, 18 and 19.
Yeah, you told me the other day, my mother had me when I was 12. She was 12 years old.
So she was young.
My mama wasn't no 12 years old, though.
Well, you turned 50 when they celebrated 50, so you tell me, okay? She was young. All right. So those type of marriages, if you remember back in the day when people used to get married very young, teenagers, and they worked it out. They stayed together, thick, thin, infidelity. infidelity,
You know,
abuse, all of it.
we look back and we be looking like, I couldn't have did it.
Right.
I mean, that's just what the younger people, I'm about. But we really got to get back to sticking in there. We really have to get back to sticking in there because, again, I feel our communities depend on seeing good,
healthy
stable marriages in our
Foundation.
communities for our children. And I'm gonna tell you, cause like we did something, man. We did this in Philly back a couple years ago.
Arcadia University.
A couple years ago.
Arcadia
And
University.
a little 13-year-old boy came to me and he said, "Sir, I've never heard it like that before."
Oh no, that was at Kareem's Ballroom.
But that was in Philly.
That was a few years back. Yeah.
And he turned my whole world around because he didn't have the father figure at home or whatnot, and he was looking at me and my wife relation. I wasn't. We don't sugarcoat anything or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So you get it raw, whatever you see from us. And he enjoyed. I didn't know what he enjoyed. You know, he enjoyed. I'm like, hey, hold on, bro. I'm working up here. But he enjoyed. I'm thinking the information that we gave and seeing us working together. But again, our children don't see that. So the book, my whole reason for writing this book or trying to get this out there was for us in the Black community to keep our marriages together, be solid, give our children something better.
And marriage is a foundation. It creates a foundation, and we move forward and create better communities when we have better marriages. Now, some people, everybody married in the audience?
I was married 53 years.
Woo! See what I'm saying?
Alhamdulillah. You're on your second marriage. Hey, we have some single people.
Newlywed.
Hey. Okay. And we speak to all kinds of people, not just necessarily Muslims. I don't think there has been one religion that we haven't spoken to or given marriage advice or anything. Like I said, people who follow us on social media know that we are kind of like all over the place. We go everywhere in speaking to different people. And this was one of the things that also when we wrote the book, that we wanted it to be general, so that we could speak to everyone. There's a lot of imams and different people that just specifically speak to Muslims and help Muslims in the Muslim community, which is very much needed. But then there's also people that we can help outside, and that's a form of dawah for us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that is our dawah, and that is our giving back, and that is our mission. You know, and alhamdulillah, may Allah be pleased with it, you know, as far as that's concerned. And actually, within the 100,000 books, there's been more non-Muslims that have bought the book than Muslims. So, inshallah, that is...
And actually thanked us for saving their marriage.
and actually thanked us because it helped, you know, with their marriages. We thought that was just awesome. So now, in creating the book, we were honored as Ebony Magazine's Couple of the Year in 2012. And we didn't have the book then. We didn't know we were going to get this honor, but we were in the midst of thinking about it in the book, and we were just like, wow, we wish we could have had
You
the
told me
book.
you need to hurry up and finish this book.
Yeah, because of the honor. But we didn't know how much of a residual it was going to be with having that honor, you know, with the book. So we put it on the book. We put it right there on the book, Ebony Magazine, Couple of the Year, just right there. That right there helped catapult the book because people want to know. When we got honored as that, people want to know, so you guys have secrets to marriage.
I ain't had no secret.
You guys have been honored as
Some
Couple
hard
of
work
Years.
right here.
What's the secret? You know, what y'all holding on to? You know, what y'all hide? Where's the secret at? Where the keys? Give us the keys. What's going on?
Oh,
We said it wasn't
I
none.
ain't had no secret.
We didn't have a
I
master
said you got to
key.
put in the work.
Right, a master key, a master plan. None of that.
No, I told you because the one brother, he worked 20 years on his job, and he was getting all kind of accolades for it. But he was failing in his marriage. I said, had you put that same work that you did in that job for them 20 years into that marriage, you would have a successful marriage. But again, our focus on marriages have to change.
Yeah, you get some people that so tunnel vision on succeeding in life, you know, that they forget about family.
Immediate gratification.
And, you know, yeah, relationships and different things. There's people who are lifetime students. People we know that's still in school, going for another degree, but they can't seem to be successful at their marriage. They work so much towards something else instead of putting it into what's going to be lasting, everlasting. You know,
Well, we as Muslims, we know that this is half our faith, so I definitely don't understand why we don't put more into it. And it's not to blame on everybody, because I know some people actually go into the marriage and they all in. But you got that one person that you got with that one person who just wasn't all in.
right, and it can't be just one person working towards it. Otherwise, the marriage will fail. It will fail.
But it can be fixed, even if that one